It's about that time to give you guys an update on the Eclipse and reveal the front bumper that you guys have been asking about. What bumper did I have on it? What was I using? And I'll show you what the bumper looks like and why I decided to take it off and not drive it with it on. Excuse my voice, I've still been sick. I might be able to look a little thinner because I dropped like 9 pounds in the last 2 days. But revealing the front bumper of the GSX. Alright guys, so there she is with the front bumper. That's not from this car, but I forgot the name of this front bumper, but I know it was a BIS front bumper and also the whole body kit. So, give you a backdrop on this, backstory on this car. So after it went from being originally black, I decided to go all custom show. So that's when the side skirts, back bumper, front bumper came in, and full front fenders with the Z3 vents. So thanks to my friend Ryan Takashima from Engine, previously owner of Engine Technologies, which sponsored the car. And that's why you notice a lot of engine stuff in the engine bay, intake, bunch of accessories. Ryan connected me with the guys at VIS. I forgot his name, but connected me with the guys at VIS, and VIS took care of me with the back bumper, side skirts, fenders, and front bumper, and they actually took care of me with front springs. They were at the time they were carrying front springs, and I believe I got my M3 mirrors through them too. So VIS Engine sponsored this car. Also, Polo Upholstery is another person that sponsored the car. I think I showed you guys before, but there's their logo right there. Polo Upholstery is the same guys that did some of the Fast and the Furious cars, part 1, and they're the ones that did the headliner. Kind of see it, all the stitching, everything. At the time, the carbon fiber, or Kevlar if you want to call it, the dash kit was also sponsored by, I forgot the name of the company at the time, but anyway, the roll cage was also sponsored by RPM, which is a company I used to work for. It's a 4-point chromoly roll cage, welded in. So that was sponsored. What else was sponsored on this car? Grady didn't sponsor it, but I had a lot of Grady products. I had Grady exhaust at the time, Grady Profect B, Grady turbo timer, obviously Grady shift knob, Grady radiator coolant cover, Grady intercooler piping, and I had a Grady front mount. I took all that stuff out once this started happening. So what happened was, when this car was repainted with the kit, it was a candy brandy wine with a microflake. So once I put air struts on it, and what happened was, when I slammed the rear airbags, I was on an uneven floor, and it hit the back bumper, and it actually, I don't think you can see it here, but it literally cracked the back bumper. And at that point I was very upset, because it's a candy paint job, not this one but the one previous to this one, and you can't color match it, so because it's hard to, you can't even blend it. So it was a special color. It was more this color right here. If you can see it, this has a little bit of, I don't think it'll focus, but it has a sparkle to it. So it was a deep sparkle on this. Maybe I can see it on the door jamb. That doesn't have too much of a sparkle on the door jambs, but anyways. So when the back bumper cracked, I got bummed out, and I really didn't want to drive this car no more. So that's why the car sat, to be honest with you. And then I don't remember what year, I think it was 2004 or 6. or yeah, 2006, 2008 when I decided to repaint it this color. So this color is an Earl Shine paint job, which cost me like 300 bucks. I think I even have the sample. I do. I got more cassette tapes. So this is the sample that this car was painted. So as you can see, it's nothing spectacular, no PPG, no whatever other brand. So it was pretty cheap. So when you guys saw me wash the car and you saw the brush and you guys were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that to this car, it's because this paint job, I would never wash this car if it was a good paint job through that type of car wash. I would do it all hand washed. So other than that, let's just go through the front bumper to the back. So one of the reasons, as you can see, the car sits really, really low. It's 4 fingers. And actually it's higher than normal. Before it was 2 fingers. I couldn't even get my foot. Now I can. Before I couldn't get on my foot on the tire because I used to have 215, 40, 40s, 17. So this car sat a lot lower. And what happened was, if you start noticing, this started happening. This started happening. This started happening. And again, on the other side, same thing. So that made it very, very unfun to drive. So that's one of the reasons I stopped driving it after I painted it this. But again, once I went to the 45 series tires, it brought the car up a good inch or so. So that's a story on why I don't drive the car. And you can see there's still more scratches and fiberglass, and because it is an Earl Shine paint job, their body work is not all that great. As you can see, there's a bunch of sand marks, which wasn't there before with the candy paint job. It was very immaculate. This was nicely done at the time by a body shop called Chewy's Auto Body, and they're still around. They're not doing no stuff like this as far as I know of. But let me turn on the light back here, see if it gives me more light. Anyways, but I do like how the car sits. And I did it. Oh yeah, another company that took care of me was APR. So the trunk lid has holes for aluminum APR, low rise, double stack wing. It was polish ends, polish mounts, color match center pieces. And what happened was this car was sitting outside at night at my mom's house, and it was stolen. So another reason for me to be bummed out and not drive it. Let's just go. As you can see, Earl Shine paint jobs, they don't take care of stuff. So when this car when I had it painted candy Brandywine, I removed all the glass windshield, removed all the doors, removed all the seats, removed all the interior. Most of the wiring was lifted. So this car was painted and done right when I was going for show. Let me see if I could open the trunk. Now, one thing about not having weight, I have to do it twice. Oops. So here's the 4-point roll cage. So I had the roll cage center bar kind of tilted back, bent back, so I could be able to lean back, because I'm not short, but I'm not tall, but I still need space for my feet and my legs and reclinable. Right here they welded it from one shock tower to the other shock tower. All the interior was a SEM paint at the time. Then even up here, all these panels, I took this one out of, you can't even, sorry, the lighting. Anyways, there was a lot of Dynomat, but all these panels were also done in vinyl. And if you can see the Fast and Furious style, that is a neon light in there, so it was red. But I mean, the car does look nice. And then at the time I was doing a lot of legal and illegal street racing, so I emptied out the back, took the spare tire out and everything. I have no clue. You can't see, it's too dark, but I don't know why I drilled holes into there. For some reason, maybe I thought I don't know, weight reduction. No reason, no idea why. But anyways, so that's pretty much the update on the car. I appreciate you guys following and giving this car a lot of support, man. It's very, very overwhelming from everybody that's been supporting this vehicle. The neighbor. Then the rear brakes. So a lot of you guys said go with the Evo upgrade. Might do that, or maybe might look into some big brake kits. Back in the days, you know, $500,000 was a lot, you know, because I was 18 to 24 years old. At that time, you know, you don't come across money. At least the average young adult doesn't come across money that fast. But now, you know, a big brake kit is something I could reach for, and I could make it possible. So maybe that's the route. So first and foremost, cooling, flushing the radiator out. Maybe I've been looking at Mishimoto radiators, so I'm just thinking if I have to flush the cooling out, might as well spend $400 and get a radiator and get their hoses. And I want to take care of the suspension. A lot of people have been saying this and that, go with this company, go with that company. Maybe you guys can let me know what you guys think. It looks like a lot of people have been leaning more towards for the DSMs, I think it's how you say it, feel, is it FEAL? Coilovers. I don't want to do it bags, just because I really want to be able to drive it. Not that you can't with bags, but really want to drive it, and I like to drive it hard. So I don't like to sit pretty. I like to drive it. So yeah, that's what's next, and hope you guys enjoyed this short video and that reveal of the front bumper that you guys have been asking for. Hey, by the way, shout outs to my boy Andres the Car Kid. Thank you for the sweater. I appreciate it, man. Much love. He's been doing really well on his YouTube channels. I believe he's only 8 years old. His dad is awesome. Rick, man, again, you've raised an awesome child. Follow his channel. I will post it up right here, a link. He's a friend of ours, if you know what I mean, or a friend of mine. I mean, friend of ours. If you support me, and I support those who support me, just like a lot of you, so I support him. So make sure to give him some love and stop by his channel right up here and say what's up. Hit a subscribe or a thumbs up, or let's do this. What if we go to his last video and put Save the Eclipse on his channel? Let's do that. Show him some love. Andres the Car Kit. That's his Instagram, but that's also his video channel. Yeah, appreciate it, buddy. And we'll finish this.
Bye.